Hello, and welcome back. Northstar here with another Wildermyth Let's Play. Apologies, been on this. I was on, among other things, my Heart's Iron Let's Play, which pissed at myself. I accidentally overwrote the multiplayer save for that game. The single player I've been doing. Thankfully, something like that is not possible in Wildermyth. With it sorts campaigns into different folders, so you won't easily overwrite one campaign with a different one. Also, it tends to have a sequential nature with the legacy, so you really wouldn't have multiple parallel games. Heart's Iron's got a terrible save system where it doesn't sort shit at all. Pisses me off. Some of the older Paradox games are similar, like Crusader Kings 2, and I think Victoria 2 also doesn't have sorting of the saves, whereas Age of Wonders 3, which Paradox took over just before it was published, keeps single multiplayer into different files, stars, sorts things into different folders. I mean, games can do it, is the point. But the reason I mention this is because I'm just kind of in a little bit of a bad mood, so I apologize. Between that and serious headaches, might be related to my long COVID, might just be a sinus infection. If I remember, I'm staying with a really bad one, life-threatening one, and I don't know, I've worried that it may have been contagious, whatever bacterium caused it. I like to keep my save folders fairly clean for games so I don't screw up and do something like that, though. Organization is important. I hate when games don't give you a way to organize. I also hate when I say have two is enough. Where I have a game, or I pick up a multiplayer game with someone, and they I play a little bit, maybe a couple weeks, and then I just disappear and can't be reached on Steam or Discord or anything. And like, there's one game that's cluttering my Heart's Iron save folder, for instance, for someone who hasn't been available for 7 weeks. Another where one of the people's accessible with others just keeps me excuses for like 3 months now. People need to show more consideration for others with that stuff. I'm so sick of our anti-confrontational side. I mean, folks, if you don't want to do something again, just say it. We have avoidant society here in the United States. At the same freaking time, we have impossible issues that are absolutely impossible nowhere, that are tearing the country apart, and people don't want to talk politics either. I think they're two sides of the same coin. You can't have people be passive in one part of their life without them being everywhere. And I suspect there's reasons with people being programmed to be politically passive, and employers being allowed to fire people for getting politically active or forming labor unions, getting away with it. Creates a passive population over generations. Alright, anyways, I got this scorer here. It's taking me a second to reorient myself because it's been a while since the last video. I apologize. So I'm in 3 minutes of recording here. Let me pause this for a sec while I reorient myself. And back. Sorry, it took me a while to get custom stuff. My headache is making things harder. It's not helping. I'm tired. I'm always tired of my long COVID, but just it's acting up today in my bad mood, and literally, yes, actually technically today, because insomnia and wee hours today, overwriting that save, and in terms of my mood, and everything feeds back. I accidentally moved the character before, and I had to reload the save. Well, everything should be the same. What I am going to do here is that. He's got more enough warding to deal with that, and have a lot of other characters like Smeal to get further forward if, assuming that the engage doesn't get lost somehow. Also sets up for flanking. Slight chance of missing here, but chance of getting extra health. A little nervous that maybe somehow the thrust could attack over in this interfuse format, longer range, but the hope here is Jepmalad gets flanking the Spard, so guaranteed to hit it. Ambush would just end up paying something else, so I'll shoot that in a sec. Thinking like the square is as good as dead with poison. Oh, this can reach the Bard. It's gonna have him unstalwart, but there's always a tiny chance this thing somehow gets unengaged. Alright. Trying to see, could he withdraw and interfuse with this hole? What's the range on that? Nope. Oh, I have an idea. moth bite, right? Don't want to have the cat scratch a square because it clears the log, and I can't remember if that prevents, if it prevents, cat from used again to scratch something. Same turn. That'll be relevant if like the thrust came double moving past. Squares is good instead. Righty then. This also allows invigoration. Extra chance of Smale getting a crit. Bard takes 2 inch every turn, so it'll only get 1 more turn. Still, if I can kill it. I'd rather shoot the egg. This one's already emerging, so I'm about to have to deal with something. Might as well shoot what I can. Ooh, nice. Stunt. Let's see. The range be such that, yeah, Wildgrass, this definitely still be in range. And easier to hit too. Let's Wallbrenner up with these two. Kill that. Why was I even caring about the other thing? This is good as dead. That's just Thrixl. Okay, move Tomric. I don't need Star, nothing can reach him. Wasn't counting on the crits, but I got the crits. If I can worm over here, I can blind them, so. I mean, this wouldn't be a flanking hit, so even if Thrust could Ether Burn there, just went into his warding because the shield will reduce damage. One would have blocked by the shield, one by warding. Guess I should have considered they might just, I'll just kill whatever. Or they'd waste their time trying to Ether Burn him. These guys could definitely power through his warding, though, in melee. Alright, they had time. Establish flanking with poison. Oh, that'll kill him with poison anyhow. Yeah, okay, kill this one flanking. Guaranteed kill. Start off. Back forward. Some running a wall with her, I guess. We just want to get close enough to the stone, but now if you can wild grass that plant. Infuse range is determined partly by potency, if I remember, by the way. No, it's always 6 range. Looks like. This is a likely kill. And then I would have, flanking. Tomric. Right. This Chrysalis will merge first. Let's take a shot. Bonus health. Nice. This thing also merges soon. What if I should engage the kin instead? Yeah. For flanking reasons. One of the hunters might be able to get close enough, maybe. Not him. Jevin? What? Not yet. Well, guess I should have looked at that before, but there's no point in shooting anything that's in range. Guess I can silk step. Allow me to evade a Norse with armor that can instead. Let's go here. It's nice and far forward. I should say ignore all the armor, not some, but yeah, when you're in Great Plain, you ignore armor, so. This is slowly wake me up. Do apologize for being very tired and out of it. I can shred its last remaining armor if I kill this. I think it's set up for a bone lance. Yep. Case of accidental things I probably should save. Rack up the kills, I guess. Doesn't really matter, does it? Well. Does that even add the kill count? I guess I should have checked. Let's see. Total monsters killed, 121 with Uli. If I kill one of these. So flanking the Jevin. chance, actually. 122. Yeah, it does. Had to kill. Count. Just kind of want to do the most damage possible. As many enemies as possible. Oh boy, let's finish this. I'm being dumb. Oh, still goes. I thought it would end with that. Yeah, water stunt, so his turn's not over. And massive overkill. Why the heck not? See how much damage I rack up. Wonder if there's a Steam achievement that I'm missing. I looked through them all, but I can't remember one based on damage output. Ah, Wilderguard. This is tier 2 evasive stun chance warrior armor. Where's this link mail? So less protection. Higher dodge, stun chance, and speed though. These two will both retire though. Link mail's better than Brawl Guard, which is a tier 1. Ooh, he won't retire though. She's slow. She's slow as... Wow, as heck. I'm not getting any faster unless I get a lucky augment. Yeah, I'll give it to Uli. Traditional armor of the wild-walking barbarians of old, whose codes compel them to protect peaceful lands and peoples from the encroachment of all the world's hungriest night-dwelling threats. Composed of artisan-worked leathers with stone and distant metal, all softened with thick fur. It's unrestrictive, eye-catching, and ideal for a confident combatant. I'll do it just because it's mainly because it's lighter. Won't weigh her down as she gets slower when she reaches a higher level of old age. Right now she's merely old age, but she'll be very old age next chapter, and that means even slower. She's already losing 0.8 speed due to age. And I could get an augment that will even get her speed up to 4. But in terms of diagonal movement, this already helped her. Scarf of Divinity. Also, she has got pretty high armor, so she doesn't need armor as much. This reduces chances of enemies chewing through her temp armor. Anyways. Warding. Tomarik's got garbage warding. Replace one of these. These are special things. Yeah, it ought to be Tomarik. Scarf of Divinity. A warm scarf of twisted fibers. Excuse me. And the Kinesids have extra health. Make them even harder to murder before they spawn a million eggs. Alright, and that was the last battle of Chapter 4. I'm already at 30 legacy points, by the way. I'll probably hang out a little extra time in 5 with more incursions than is necessary because I want to upgrade a lot of my heroes in their legacy tier. And ones who are returning heroes, I forget. I think you need to spend 10. No, you get a certain number of free upgrades, and to upgrade more people, you need to spend 10 legacy points. That's right. I'll save there. But that will have to come in a second. Tomric has got an opportunity quest. If I remember correctly, this was from Humble Beginnings. It's the Integrity quest. And I believe he was the same character who, yeah, Hothead. I remember it was a Hothead warrior who it could have become Spell Touch, but then he wouldn't have been able to get this specific quest. So now, after I do it, I can give him Spell Touch if he ever rolls that again. Certain transformations can block Sooner Opportunity quests and prevent characters from fulfilling their story. Opportunity quests always level a character up. It's not like he's going to level up further anyways, but I kind of want to do the smelter just to have it done. Well, no. If I wait, it might develop an infestation. That'll be more enemies to fight. That's actually a good thing. Alright, let's do this. I apologize for being a little unfocused. Not making my mind indecisive. Let's see, these guys are scouting here. We're gathering. Preparation to scout. No, they're scouting. Yeah, I did not expect to roll an opportunity quest right before the chapter like this. I figured I'd rolled everything or it was going to take a long time waiting around. 2 humble ends. That's right. By Douglas Austin. Music, campfire, moon. A wandering stranger, come hide from the moon. The barrels are full, and the fiddle's in tune. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup, and spoon. We'll dance you to sleep, or we'll drink until noon. I used to like old campfire songs like this, so hope you don't mind my terrible out-of-tune rendition. I was a scout. Did some more camping later in life, a little bit here and there too. Like a multi-day hiking trip that includes some camping, but I really want to do more, but it's expensive to, you know, if you don't have paid vacation days to take unpaid time off work to go do stuff. Of course, I didn't realize my time would be so limited that long COVID would be too sick to go and like go hiking. Real trips again in the future. Did a hike once after I got in. I couldn't like hardly move normally for a month after. I don't mean just the normal muscle soreness. I mean severe post-exertion malaise. And my legs have never really been the same since, which it turns out if you overdo it with long COVID, you get death of some of your muscle fibers, so they'll never be as strong as they used to be because of that. One time I hiked a mountain when it was inadvisable. Barely. It took me more than twice as long as it would have taken me healthy. Barely managed it. And anyways, I keep a few songs in my pocket. The chorus is better. Smil glances at a gleam. Tomric realizes the dagger in his hand is flashing with the mixed light of moon and fire. He's the one whose quest this is. Looks like his companion's gonna be old Jeglad. Couldn't have asked for a better one. Oh, it's nothing. It's... Or no, that's Samil. What am I saying? Mike, it's one of the hunters. My brain's not remembering stuff even moment to moment. Samil will grow stronger just from the XP of this. It's got the mark of Oldwane. Though he clutches away, his friend has already gotten a good walk. It's too late to deny it. The vision of the blade, once beheld, can never be forgotten. Samil? The rippling edge is oddly arresting. The Oldwane family's grim crest glares graven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it. What I intend seems to weigh little in its gravity. I don't normally go in for these stories, but this dagger's evil. It killed my friend, and now it's in my hands. According to legend, this weapon, the Oath of Oldwane, was made by the last persecuted Oldwane mystic. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined a whole age of our land, shattered what generations had built. Maybe that's part of why there's so many runes on the map. So now, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's where we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing. Do you still want to come along? I know it's dangerous. I intend to slip away once we get close. You're not scaring me off, Tomric. Sounds like you'll need a friend. These two are locked in to... because the quest was triggered. Could go with Brenner. Game seems to think that's a great idea. More iffy about it. Thoridia. Tomric. Is on it already. So Samil and Tomric. So Jevelad, Lysor, Brenner would all be interesting choices. Or will soon. He's gonna retire though. Lysor is gonna level soon. I could definitely level him up before, but he's some distance away. Yep, Brenner. Brenner is indeed the best choice, I think, for this. Alright, so I'll send... Was he? No, he... I'm leaving 2 people on the site, aren't I? Just 2, behind. Lee and Jevelad, I guess. Yeah, he's the best choice. Those 2 remain behind to build the bridge and get ambushed. Alright. Oh, they have to go to the Elm Tannery for this. I didn't neglected to build a bridge here, unfortunately. Do you want that bridge? Because it's always dangerous to close to retirement age. else is that close. Alright. I like Uli to show up next chapter. She's just an epic warrior. These two can take care of themselves just fine. Alright. Have them try to take this site down solo. Wait to nearly all the experience. We probably level up after it. Go into Jevon Lad. Guess it doesn't hurt. Like to get the party back together quick though. Yeah, I'm just gonna have them go do this bridge, I guess. So everyone can come back here to Smelter. River cross can't be uncrossed. The bridges may burn, and trail be lost. 47 days. Let's see. Yeah, because after this quest, chapter ends can be tough, so I might want to clear this infestation with these three. And they can come across. Well, no, that's gonna be hard on time. Maybe I gather everyone here and just get a little... And whatever. I'll figure it out. Let's just get this done. The story continues. Tomric and Smeal have arrived. Tomric leads Smeal onto the ancestral lands of the Oldwane family. The Oldwane legend is a ritual of villains for Runponio, the town storytellers, a group of questionably related kinsfolk, questionably related, living in a secluded manner, practicing dark crafts. Oh god, I'm butchering words. You know, I'm gonna cut the recording here with something to look forward to this. I'm already at 45 minutes almost. Rest a little bit this way, and I'll see you folks on the other end. Hopefully I'm speaking a little more clearly. I might have a snack, might lie down. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star and lead you home. Till next time, this is Northstar. I do. And best luck.